Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Sophia. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for all your support and the love that you give me and your fellow tribe members here. So this message will be a timeless one. Time is not linear anyway, so no matter when you hear it, you are on the frequency to receive it. What I will bring today is a message or messages, guidance I received as I sat with Jesus yesterday when I visited the higher realms. Signs that you can look out for, signs that will be there for you to remind you to take notice of what is happening in a certain moment. Some of it might have shown up for you already, but many will still show up for you. So these signs are things that bring your attention to the present moment, and it might also be guidance for you to then redirect your thoughts or make the right decision at that time. So the signs that I've seen that is for you are monkeys. So this might also be, some of you might know the term flying monkeys that were in the Wizard of Oz, that they are people that bring the messages of somebody who has ill intent, but they just spread messages that are not true. We find that in narcissistic relationships that a narcissist will have these flying monkeys, loyal followers of him or her. So that might be for some of you something to take note of, the sign of the monkey. It can also refer to trickster energy, which is not necessarily bad. If you are a Gemini, that is one of the energies that you use a lot to be a mirror for others and to bring out, to bring clarity for them as they look at you. So just be aware of the trickster energy and how you perhaps are asked to use it for the benefit of yourself and others. The other signs were moths. It has been a sign that was a constant for the last few weeks. Now moths fly in the night. They can see in the night, and they are, some of them drink the nectar of the fruit at night. So that is also a symbol of, even if it is dark, you can navigate. You don't have to doubt yourself. If you see a moth, it might mean for you, you are on the right path. And it's also an encouragement. Then there is again the color gold, which is very abundant and royal and is there to remind you of your own worth. That is a sign that will show up for many of you, or might have shown up. The color, something that just triggers that memory of who you are when you see gold or interact with it in whatever way. Another sign are antlers, but specifically those that the reindeer has. So antlers, that this is an indication of something new, leaving something old behind. So when you see this may be a picture, a video, or in your dreams, it is telling you that you are renewed. You left the old thing behind. You are moving forward, like the reindeer who gets new antlers. It can also show to you a path that that will be of benefit for you to follow. If you see the antlers, as you know, it is the beginning of something new. The last sign is the crow or crows. As they appear for you, they might indicate that Hecate is there for you and that you can connect. She's inviting you to connect, or just to know she is there. This feminine energy that is so supportive and will open gates for you. So these are all signs. There are quite a few, but it has been brought to me through many hours that I spent in meditation yesterday. So yesterday when I went to the beach, a crow flew very low over my head, and he was there to my left. So I went to stand in the water, started to meditate, and the first thing that I saw was the Sphinx. And between the paws of the Sphinx, there were steps downward, as if it was going to a chamber. When I looked down the steps, I saw a double door within the middle, a large disc representing the sun. It was gold, but I could immediately see it was the sun that it was representing. But at the top of the stairs there was Lilith and death. So that was quite strange. Then I was transported. So I didn't go through the doors. I was shown an open scene, and I went through different gateways that I can't recall. I knew I wouldn't be able to recall it. And I came to a space where it was light. It was a very vibrant, majestic energy. And there Jesus was sitting, looking at me when I entered, and I also sat down. And at that moment, I just knew I was not going to translate what he said to me into words. I'm just going to be in the moment and absorbing the energy, just taking it all in. And it was such a calming, beautiful experience, and I felt the pressure at my heart the whole time. So I knew when he communicated with me, this was the message that was meant for you. So when I realized that I didn't have to translate it into words in my own mind, Jesus just smiled, and I spent quite a while there. And at one stage, I heard a shout, and at the same time I heard a shout, there was a dog that licked my face. Again, a white and black dog. And I just laughed and, waved at the owner, because it was the end of that session for me. But I still wanted to see what was behind the door that was between the paws of the Sphinx. So I did ask to enter, but I will make a different video about that. So today, let's hear what Jesus wanted you to know. Life is not so serious. Life is, and this might sound cliche to the human ear, life is what you make of it. You are the creator. Observe how you feel in every moment. Observe how you feel in your heart. Be aware to always be guided not only by thoughts you allow to enter your reality, but also by how your own spirit feels in connection with those thoughts. I see a red heart, and it now makes sense to me also that while Jesus was transmitting these vibrations to me, it was all about the heart. The heart is also from where the feminine energy moves. Filter everything that you receive and that you project or send out from you. Filter everything from your heart. Therefore, make sure that the heart is pure. I hear that is why the trickster energy was so apparent yesterday. I had a few encounters with that. It's too many to now tell you about it all, but the trickster energy, be aware of that when you are in communication with others. I hear specifically it is here about your romantic partner, and I hear it is for those who are in new relationships, but also definitely for those who have been in relationships for a very long time. Don't be tricked to sabotage your own relationships by outside energies that are trying to play tricks on you. And how do we then counter this trickster energy? You have to know yourself. You have to have faith in your own discernment. And the only way I can tell you to truly do that is to get familiar with the voice of your spirit, because your spirit is always there wanting your highest good. So know your own inner being and how you feel when you in this human body is aligned with your own inner being, with your higher self. That feeling, it is a feeling of peace, no matter if there's chaos on the outside. It is a feeling of, I know who I am, and I know nothing bad can happen to me, nothing that is not good for me, because I feel peace. This peace you get from connecting with your spirit again. But it is not a peace that is only there in spirit. It is a peace that translates or are moving into the material world, your surroundings, because I hear and I get chills in my legs. It is like the Midas touch. You know, Midas, who everything he touched turned to gold. So this also connects with the sign of gold. So everything you touch can turn to gold if you filter it through your heart. So don't attach the meaning of the story of Midas where he became greedy. Just know that everything you touch will turn to something pure and something valuable. So I hear that I should also talk about death. I saw death when I saw him at the top of the steps going down to the door with the sun on it. But I saw him, but not as I've seen him before. It was just a glimpse, and Lilith was there. Then last night under the moon, I saw death. He had a purple robe on and he was quite cocky. He bowed to me. I couldn't see any face. It was this mantle that he had on with a cape, and he just bowed to me. Hecate was there, Lilith was there. There was this big boa that was draped over Hecate, and they were in the woods when I met them. So I just want to hear what the message is that you should know about death. It was there that I was also shown the antlers. I was shown a gateway that I will take you through when I know the time is right. The time is not right now, but it will be soon. So let me just see what the message about death is. So this is still what Jesus was conveying to me. Those of you who are from a Christian background will know that it is said Jesus conquered death when he rose from the dead. So we know that death is not final. It was brought to my awareness that everything is infinite. So I don't know what the flickering is. This is so strange because there's no flickering in the room, but there's a flickering on the video as I'm recording. Death. Don't be afraid of death. Death, they say you should walk with death but never take his hand. But everything is infinite. Knowledge, beauty, life, wonder. So you are invited. This is what Jesus wants you to know. You are invited to see where you find resistance in your journey. Resistance in what you allow yourself to believe, places you allow yourself to go spiritually or physically. Examine where the resistance is. Ask yourself why, and then transcend that. I get now full body chills. That is the core of what you should know, of what you should take away from today. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are supported. Jesus is walking with you. He's always there. So in the next video, I will take you through the door with the sun disk. It was through that door where I saw the golden city, and I will also take you through the gateway that I saw in the woods that was guarded by Hecate with the boa, with Death and Lilith there. Thank you for being here. This flickering, it's the presence of the energies. I love you so much. I'll speak to you soon in the next video. Goodbye.